Hello, friends. Welcome to another Woman of the Week. I am Jackie Rives, your community leader for the Women of the Channel Leadership Network. Today, my guest has 23 and a half years in the channel, and she is Rachelle Goldhammer, Channel Marketing Manager for Communities for Fortinet. Welcome, Rachelle.
Appreciate being here.
I'm so glad you're here with us today. Let's let everyone kind of get to know you a little bit. So we'll just do a couple little icebreakers. Where do you live and where did you grow up if it's different?
Yeah, absolutely. So live in St. Pete area of Pinellas County in Florida, born and raised here, have been here my whole life.
Awesome. What is a little known fact about you?
A little known fact, I would say would be met my husband in high school, married. We have one beautiful daughter. We love going up to the Smoky Mountains. So even though we still reside in our hometown, we really like to get up to the mountains and kind of be out in the country a little bit more than the city life here.
I love that. I love mountains too, but I live in Georgia. There's not a ton, well, middle South Georgia, so there's not a ton of mountains, but
not too far though for you.
Not too far. Nope.
Awesome.
Okay. So tell me about your career path and how you reached this position.
So 23 and a half years, majority of those were all spent at Legacy Tech Data, now TD SYNNEX. Started in credit, really did advanced debt recovery for many, many years at Tech Data. Then slowly moved over to product marketing and managed power lines within that organization. Part of that role included marketing. I really latched onto the marketing aspect of it and continued to grow in that area, and eventually moved over to vendor management. And that's where I met Fortinet along with some other vendors that I handled throughout the years. Always loved Fortinet's go-to-market strategies, processes, and everything like that, and grew into a leadership role within Legacy TD SYNNEX, Tech Data and TD SYNNEX, and grew into kind of managing portfolio for their security vendors, and then applied to become one of the Fortinet family, and been here just shy of a year. February would be 1 year with Fortinet.
Well, happy early congratulations.
Thank you.
You have a very interesting background.
Mm.
How do you differentiate yourself?
I'd say my main differentiator is maintaining relationships. No matter past, present, you'll always run back into people throughout your career. So always maintaining a positive relationship with everyone, always being part of the solution, helping anywhere I can, networking with your peers. And then I'd say organization. I love being organized. How do I build trackers? How do I build templates? Like, what can we make, working more efficient and smarter, not harder?
You're speaking my love language right there. Organization, love, love, love. Do you take it to your house too?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah. But you got a label maker?
Yeah, pantry organization. Yeah, anything that makes our lives simpler is better.
Yeah, love that. Okay. Have you ever questioned your abilities and qualifications? And if so, how did you overcome that challenge?
So I think just naturally we all do that. I'd say I probably was status quo for a little too long in my career in the credit organization, kind of doubting making that move to a whole different department. Once you do it, you get comfortable very quickly and you latch on to new initiatives and new opportunities. So I would always say, just like I give my daughter advice, keep growing no matter what. Even if you're in your position 5 years, there's so much you can learn every day from your peers, your leaders. In this industry, it's amazing how much talent's out there and how much people are willing to help everyone, which is key.
That is very true. Very true. I love that you give your daughter that advice. Because I know, like, probably from we seem to be about the same age. So like from our careers up, like it was always really scary because you always felt like you had to know everything before you stepped into a role. And I love that you're speaking that into your daughter, like, don't be afraid, and you're never going to know everything. And that's a good thing. Otherwise it would just be mundane and boring.
Absolutely. Take challenges, take anything you can to kind of keep building yourself up.
Perfect. Okay. Who are some individuals who inspired you in your journey?
Oh, there's so many over the 23 plus years. I'd say some recent ones within the last 5 years would be my previous leader at TD SYNNEX, Kate Snyder. She was a huge contributor to help get me to that leadership role. I'd say my sister, she's in the channel too, Tracy Holtz. She's at TD SYNNEX as well. She's been a huge contributor to helping me learn and, know how to go get mentors, or, how to navigate through the IT industry and so forth. And then I'd say within Fortinet, coming on board and just having less than a year, the whole leadership team's always open door policy or willing to help grow. Your peers are a huge contributor. I'm on an amazing team. Our whole organization is large and have weekly meetings, and that gives us the ability to learn from one another. So I think there's so many people, but I'd say those couple right there are the key ones over the past years.
I love that your sister and you are in the same industry.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like, just, I don't know, kind of amazing, because it's like somebody that you can trust that's going to give you the right answer without having to give this whole backstory before you actually say what you need advice on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. For many years, we were on the same floor at TD SYNNEX, and
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fun. We've been mistaken
that
for one another throughout a couple things, so that's always funny. But yeah, it's great.
Awesome. What are best practices that you use to manage your time?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's so many good tools out there, but I'd say my dashboards that I create for all of the deliverables that we have, the events through our community partners, maintaining a massive spreadsheet that organizes every deliverable, asset requirement. And then I would say also just to-do lists and templates, instead of recreating the wheel each time for each event, utilizing templates I've created for best practices throughout, and those continuously grow as we do different events and things like that. And then recaps, always go back after the event takes place and do recaps. And at the end of the year, you have a full recap for your current year, all in one place.
I love that. I love that. Okay, Rachelle, we have a few minutes left. Is there any advice you want to give to maybe someone in the younger generation with all of your experience?
I would say definitely grab a mentor, definitely have peer-to-peer conversations as much as you can. You really learn from your team, your peers. Job shadow. When you're in an organization, no matter the organization, the trade, whatever, definitely job shadow. That's how you learn a little bit more for each position that you're interested in. And don't be afraid to ask for help. There's nothing else that you could do to help yourself than ask. So always ask questions. And the one thing that I always ask from all my leaders is throughout your one-on-ones and everything is there anything I'm not doing that I should be doing? Because I want to continuously grow. So you always want to ask those questions that will help you grow.
That's a great question. Especially, just prompting a leader who may be reluctant to say something if it's a new relationship. I love that you say that.
No,
Awesome.
absolutely. My current leader, Lindsay, she's always open door, open book, and it's been great. I ask the question a lot, grow from it, whatever I can do to help, Fortinet continuously hit their goals. It's better for me, and want to be part of the success.
I love that, Rachelle. Awesome. I can't thank you enough for sharing your authentic self with us today and being one of our Women of the Week. I appreciate you being here. So thank you so much.
No problem. I appreciate it.
All right. With that, happy Wednesday. And until next time, bye-bye.
Thank you.